Welcome to Void Whispers Radio, where the shadows speak the darkest tales. Tonight, we venture deep into the forest for a story that will chill you to the bone. The Song in the Woods. Settle in, if you dare. The sun was dipping below the horizon as 5 friends, Emma, Jake, Sarah, Liam, and Mia, arrived at their campsite in Blackthorn Woods. They'd been planning this trip for weeks, eager to escape the city and spend a weekend under the stars. The forest was dense, its towering pines casting long shadows that seemed to stretch toward them like grasping hands. They set up their tents in a small clearing, the fire crackling to life as the last light faded from the sky. Emma, the group's planner, pulled out a map, her voice bright with excitement.
All right, everyone, we've got hiking trails to explore tomorrow, and there's a lake nearby for swimming. This is going to be the best weekend ever.
As long as you don't get us lost again, Em. Remember last time?
The group laughed, their voices echoing through the trees. Sarah strummed a few chords on her guitar, while Liam and Mia roasted marshmallows, the fire casting flickering shadows on their faces. For a moment, everything felt perfect. But Blackthorn Woods held secrets, secrets that whispered on the wind.
Do you guys hear that?
Hear what? You're the only one playing, Sarah.
No, listen. It's like a song coming from the woods.
The group fell silent, straining to hear. At first it was faint, almost like a trick of the wind. But then they heard it, a haunting melody, weaving through the trees, its notes curling around them like invisible threads.
That's kinda creepy. Maybe it's just the wind? Wind doesn't sound like that. It's probably some other campers messing with us.
Let's just ignore it. We're here to have fun, not scare ourselves silly.
But the melody didn't stop. It grew louder, more insistent, as if calling to them. The fire seemed to dim, the shadows growing longer, and a chill settled over the campsite.
I'm gonna check it out. If it's some pranksters, I'll scare them off.
Jake, don't. We don't know what's out there.
Relax, Em. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
The group watched as Jake disappeared into the trees, his flashlight beam swallowed by the darkness. The melody seemed to follow him, its notes wrapping around his retreating figure. Minutes passed, the group growing restless.
He should be back by now. It's been too long.
He's probably just lost track of time. Let's give him a few more minutes.
The song stopped abruptly, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. The group called out for Jake, their voices echoing through the forest, but there was no reply. Only the wind answered, carrying a faint whisper, "Join us."
I'm gonna check it out. If it's some pranksters, I'll scare them off.
Jake, don't. We don't know what's out there.
Relax, Em. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
The group watched as Jake disappeared into the trees, his flashlight beam swallowed by the darkness. The melody seemed to follow him, its notes wrapping around his retreating figure. Minutes passed, the group growing restless.
He should be back by now. It's been too long.
He's probably just lost track of time. Let's give him a few more minutes.
The song stopped abruptly, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. The group called out for Jake, their voices echoing through the forest, but there was no reply. Only the wind answered, carrying a faint whisper, "Join us." Panic began to set in. Emma grabbed a flashlight, her hands trembling while Liam tried to keep everyone calm. But Sarah was staring into the woods, her eyes glazed over.
Sarah, what's wrong? You're scaring me.
It's beautiful. Don't you hear it? It wants us to follow.
Before anyone could stop her, Sarah stood up, her guitar falling to the ground with a hollow thud. She walked toward the trees, her movements slow and trance-like, as if pulled by an invisible force.
Sarah, no, come back!
Emma and Liam ran after her, but the forest seemed to swallow her whole. They searched for 10 minutes, calling her name, but found nothing. No footprints, no sign of her. The melody returned, its notes now tinged with a sinister edge, as if mocking their fear.
Back at the campsite, Emma and Mia clung to each other, their faces pale with terror.
This isn't right. We need to get out of here, now.
But what about Jake and Sarah? We can't just leave them.
Liam didn't answer. His eyes were fixed on the woods, where the melody seemed to pulse like a heartbeat. He took a step forward, then another, his expression blank.
Liam, what are you doing? Stop!
I have to see.
Mia screamed for him to stop, but it was too late. Liam vanished into the darkness, the melody trailing after him like a predator stalking its prey. Now, Only Emma and Mia remained, the fire their only light against the encroaching night.
Emma and Mia huddled in their tent, the zipper pulled tight, as if that could keep the darkness out. The melody was everywhere now, seeping through the fabric, wrapping around their minds. Emma, I can't take it anymore. It's in my head. It won't stop. Stay with me, Mia. We'll make it until morning. We have to.
But Mia's eyes were distant, her breathing shallow. She reached for the zipper, her hands trembling.
They're calling me. I have to go.
Emma grabbed for her, but Mia slipped away, disappearing into the woods. The melody stopped for a moment, leaving Emma alone with the sound of her own ragged breathing.
Emma sat alone in the tent, her flashlight flickering, her heart pounding. The melody returned, but this time it wasn't just a song. It was her friends' voices, whispering in unison. Join us! Join us! No! Please! Leave me alone!
The whispers grew louder, the tent fabric rustling as if something was pressing against it. Emma's flashlight died, plunging her into darkness. The last thing she heard was the melody, now a triumphant hymn, as the voices of her friends swallowed her screams. In the morning, the campsite was empty. No tents, no gear, no sign of the 5 friends. But if you listen closely in Blackthorn Woods, you might hear a haunting melody and the whispers of those who never left. This is Void Whispers Radio, signing off. Until the shadows call again.